It's Chicago Vintage with Ken Mottet.
When you were watching the Chicago Vintage show, you know you're going to see something good, something that you need to know about, some piece of important history. Well, here on the Chicago Vintage show, on occasion, we've had a chance to talk with real legends, but we've never gotten as big a legend as is sitting right here next to me. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him, you've seen him on stage, you've seen him in the movie The Girl Can't Help It, Calypso Heatwave, Jukebox Jamboree. You've seen him solo, the man, the myth, the legend. Please say hello. Mendel the Trenier. This is Milt Trenier of the fabulous Treniers.
Milt Trenier?
That's you all over, brother.
Oh, that's me.
You and I have talked about this. The Treniers, being African Americans in the 50s, you guys still worked the fancy nightclubs, didn't you? You didn't work the...
No, because what they call
the chitlin circuit?
The chitlin, yeah. We never did work that area for some reason. We either did seasonal things from Miami Beach and Vegas and the Catskills, New York and Vegas, but we never did one-nighters except for when we were on that particular tour.
When you went to England, that was the only time you worked that way. Otherwise, you would go someplace and you'd be there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, yeah.
Now, you were part of the Treniers from, what year did you come into the band?
Well, I joined after I got out of the Army, and then I went from 53, I joined the Treniers. 53, I was 23 years old.
And just as good looking as you are today.
They stayed there to 59.
There's that famous moment in rock and roll history when the English press find out that Jerry Lee Lewis is married to his cousin.
I remember that very well.
You were on that tour, you and your brothers.
And we were in that same bus too.
What was the reaction that the kids in the audiences, what was their reaction when Jerry Lee would come on stage after that news broke that he was married to his cousin?
Well, you got one, the people didn't like that at all. In fact, they were throwing garbage cans on the stage.
When he would be performing?
We had people, the place was jammed.
It
was jammed because he was there with us, the Treniers and Jerry Lee Lewis, and all the people were there, but a lot of people were throwing garbage cans and booing, getting him off the stage and things. And he did that for about 2 or 3 days. Then after about the 3rd day, I guess it was too much for him. And his managers probably told him the best thing to do is to cancel it.
But the good thing for you and your brothers, for the Treniers, you guys carried on with the rest of the tour, didn't you?
Yeah. We kept on.
Your family was friends with Nat King Cole. And
I idolized him, yeah.
What was it that Nat King Cole called you?
Oh, number 10. Because he said there are too many Treniers for me to call you by your name. So I'm going to call you number 10.
Number 10.
And because we used to come to Miami Beach, Florida a lot.
Okay.
Every year. And Nat would play sometimes in the lounge, just playing around casually, you know. And he said, come on in, you want to sing a little song with me, number 10. So we come in number 10.
Down in Florida was also where you and your family became friends with, he was then known as Cassius Clay, but Muhammad Ali became a friend of...
Oh, yeah.
Would come into the club and see you or your brothers perform.
That was his name before was Ali. His name was Cassius Clay.
Because he was training down in Florida at that point in time.
And he had a big boss too, Cassius Clay.
No.
And he would come to our hotel.
Let's run a laundry list of some of the celebrities that you guys either worked with in Las Vegas or were friends with. Let's start at the very top with a guy. What was his name? He was kind of popular. Frank?
Could be Sinatra. Huh?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra was kind of friendly with you guys, wasn't he?
For some reason, he took a liking to us and we took a liking to him. You know, and if we could go on tours, he would go on tour with us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He liked to be with us, not only as musicians, but as people, our kind of people. In fact, I remember one particular show that he had that's supposed to be going out of the country, and he wanted to have the Treniers with him,
Okay.
you know. But they didn't have some way to put him in the plane with any of the Treniers. So Frank Sinatra said, if they can't get on that same plane with me, we don't have a concert.
We just won't bother.
We won't bother. But you know what? For some reason, they had us on that plane. Yeah.
You were African Americans performing in Las Vegas starting in the early 50s, and Las Vegas was an extremely segregated town.
Oh, yes.
At that point. Talk about some of your earliest memories of Las Vegas and dealing with those issues.
We were the first one into the lounge at the Riviera in Vegas, and Liberace was in the main room.
He was in the main room.
He was in the main room, and again, that's another case where we have a lot of people that come up on stage with us, you know. So Liberace used to stop once again after his main show. He would come into the lounge. That would help the Treniers.
Yeah.
Then people started jamming in there. You know, said, wow, the Treniers are packing them in here.
But now in those earliest days, even when you played the Riviera, they didn't allow you to use the dressing rooms?
No, well, nobody did. During those days, they tried to make us as comfortable as possible.
Within the confines.
It was into the racist thing. Then after a while, so many people who had known us from Chicago, New York, somewhere else, that wanted to see us, say hi, until they finally allowed to open one table in the end of the lounge where the Treniers could come there and sit there and meet the people that they knew that were our fans.
Okay. A little better, but still.
Yeah, just a little bit, but you had to fight. It was a fighting battle all the time.
Every step of the way. The place where I was introduced to the Treniers, and I think a lot of people were, was a little movie called The Girl Can't Help It, starring Jane Mansfield, Tom Ewell, and big CinemaScope Technicolor movie that the Treniers are in it. Freddie Bell and the Bellboys are in it. Bob Luman, Gene Vincent, Eddie Cochran.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any idea how it was that you guys ended up being in that film? How did those strings get pulled? Do you have any idea?
I think the managers had a lot to do with that.
That there might have been some...
Seymour Heller and Dick Gaby, you know.
Uh-huh.
Because they were also the managers of Liberace too.
You guys, the Treniers at that point, you guys appeared in a lot of those movies.
Oh yeah.
Don't Knock the Rock, Calypso Heatwave.
Girl Can't Help It.
And your co-star, or well, another musician who appears in Calypso Heatwave was Maya Angelou.
Oh, you know about that, huh?
Yeah.
She was a singer.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, oh, yeah, she was a singer. She sang 2 or 3 songs in there too.
Yeah. You guys, besides appearing in a lot of movies, you guys did pretty much every television variety show.
I counted them myself.
Did you? How many?
19.
19
network television shows. Johnny Ray.
The Patty Page special, Perry Como.
Perry Como, that's right.
Martin and Lewis on the Colgate Comedy Hour.
That's right.
Where Jerry Lewis sits in and plays drums for you guys, and
that's right.
It almost looks like he's about to have a heart attack.
And then Dean Martin by himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Saying on camera, hey, if you'd let me do another song, we wouldn't have to stretch. The great thing is, I remember when my wife and I first were coming out to see you perform at your club in Chicago, those clips, those video clips of you appearing on those TV shows, this was before YouTube and the internet and all that stuff. Those clips were hard to come by.
Yes, they are.
They were hard to see. Well, now, all of that stuff is on YouTube. All of that stuff is on the internet, and people can see just what a powerhouse act you guys were. You were visual.
Page show.
Oh, You singing and you guys in your tuxedos looking
Oh yeah.
looking sharp.
We always, since day one, we always tried to dress properly, you know.
So you went solo in '59 or thereabouts. You went to the Catskills, started your own group, started playing some of the same circuit as your brothers. That brought you to Chicago, but you found a reason to stay in Chicago. How did that? What was the deciding factor?
That was the best reason that I even been in show business or that I ever joined my career. First time I ever changed, the best idea. I met this young chick.
It's always the women, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what keeps me in Chicago. Is
I know she got you too, didn't he?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
I told you that, yeah.
So
I met my wife, B, and I call my wife. My wife was very happy since that day till now. We are still very happily married. We're still happy, aren't we, baby?
she's nodding. Good.
Sort of, man.